Let's imagine for a moment that there are no cell phones in the world, not even flip phones or the newest smartphones. These gadgets have had a big impact on our 21st century and will continue to do so. But at the same time that we got used to how easy it was to have almost everything at our fingers, con artists were planning their own schemes. This progress in technology has not only helped regular people, but it has also made it possible for criminals to talk to each other in secret. While discussing the interesting combination of phone encryption and criminals, we're also going to talk about how the Kinahans and other cartels use encrypted phones to move millions in cash. Let's start with the operations of the Dutch National High-Tech Crime Unit, which is a specialized team within the Dutch National Police Force, focusing on sophisticated cybercrimes. They've made some remarkable discoveries, notably decrypting text messages sent via BlackBerry devices, which were believed to be securely encrypted with PGP or pretty good privacy. This achievement enabled the police to access messages that contained orders for murder. So PGP, created in 1991, has become the gold standard for email security, known for its robust encryption. Its popularity stems from two main reasons. Initially released as freeware, it quickly attracted users seeking enhanced security. Moreover, its unique combination of symmetric and public key encryption allows individuals who have never even met to exchange encrypted messages securely without needing to share private encryption keys. Interestingly, just last year, the Dutch High-Tech Crime Unit disclosed that they had decrypted messages sent via BlackBerry phones provided by Enetcom. In an operation in 2016, the police had seized and replicated Enetcom servers. The PGP encryption, once deemed impenetrable and favored by organized crime for secure communications in the Netherlands, had been successfully breached. This was huge. In a landmark case in May 2018, a Dutch court ruling sentenced a man, known by the alias Novell, to 18 years in prison. The conviction was partly based on evidence from these decrypted messages, proving he had ordered a murder. Now, this video wouldn't be complete without the story of a notorious Italian criminal linked to the Camorra. This individual played a key role in forming a powerful international cartel, collaborating with groups like the Kinahans and the Mokro Mafia. His arrest in Dubai and subsequent extradition to Italy marked a significant breakthrough in international law enforcement efforts. This criminal mastermind orchestrated extensive drug trafficking operations across Europe. His method involved transporting large quantities of cocaine from North Holland to various mafia groups in Italy, illustrating the scale and complexity of these illegal activities. Not just that, he also managed reverse cash flows, sending millions of euros from Italy to Holland. The scope of his activities goes a long way in showing the sophistication of these criminal networks. And central to these operations was the use of encrypted messaging services, believed to be secure by the criminals. But law enforcement's ability to decrypt these communications provided crucial evidence against him. Operating from Dubai's luxurious Burj Al Arab hotel, the criminal used encrypted messages to coordinate drug and money shipments, believing his conversations were safe from prying eyes. This false sense of security was his downfall, as authorities were actively monitoring and decoding his communications. The method used by the High-Tech Crime Unit to decrypt these messages remains a closely guarded secret. But Mark Stevens, a cryptographer at the Centrum Math and Informatica Netherlands National Research Institute for Mathematics and Computer Science, suggested that the decryption likely involved accessing unique secret keys generated and stored in the main server in Canada. A 2016 Canadian court ruling allowed the transfer of data from Enetcom servers to the Dutch police, highlighting a critical vulnerability. Users should generate their own private keys. While PGP encryption remains robust, it's ineffective if the private keys are compromised. This case of digital evidence collection is unique because no human reviewed the entire dataset. Millions of messages from thousands of users were stored on Enetcom's server. The evidence was extracted through multiple rounds of automated surface searches, combined with human analysis. This raises questions about the fairness and completeness of the evidence. For instance, significant conspirators might have been overlooked, or the search could have been biased towards finding incriminating information. A simple phrase like, "just kidding," can drastically change the context of a message, and might be missed in such searches. In this investigation, the Netherlands Forensic Institute's, or NFI, Handskin forensic search engine played a crucial role. It processed and analyzed gigabytes of data from Encom servers, which involved tasks like unpacking archives, building an index system, and recovering deleted files. Initially, the focus was on Dutch language messages, but even this posed a significant challenge due to the extensive use of slang and errors in the texts. Messages deemed criminal were identified using a list of keywords and nicknames compiled by the high-tech crime unit. The list expanded to over 100 terms after the initial search, leading to 2 more rounds of investigation. There's an independent data scientist called David Grouse who was called upon to assess this procedure during the trial against Novell. Grouse expressed concerns about the basic method used to select conversations and the lack of comprehensive software documentation. Handskin, the tool used for data analysis, is continually evolving, as explained by a team member, Harm van Beek. It's an ongoing battle to keep up with new technologies, with new versions released approximately every 3 weeks. So Handskin is described by the NFI as a digital forensic service that processes vast amounts of digital material, offering secure and accessible results. The tool uses the term frequency inverse document frequency, or TF-IDF, weight technique, which assesses the importance of a phrase in a text, aiding in effective text searches. This case serves as a reminder of the ever-changing landscape of digital forensics and the continuous need for innovation to stay ahead in the field. Grouse also highlights that nowadays, more advanced context-based algorithms are also available, offering a more refined approach to text search beyond just random keyword selection. He also points out a limitation of Handskin. It lacks advanced image recognition capabilities, making it unable to search a collection of images for specific faces or weapons. The NFI is working on enhancing Handskin, but it's a difficult process that needs to be done meticulously. Team member Erwin van Eyck explains that each automatic search method must undergo thorough forensic validation, which is not a simple task. Unlike the high-precision search capabilities of search engines like Google, forensic search engines require high recall to avoid missing any potential evidence. Van Eyck uses the analog of Instagram selfies. While you might see one perfect selfie, there are many more blurry, failed attempts on that person's phone, any of which could contain crucial evidence. The Dutch police have been utilizing Handskin for several years, processing all the digital material they gather. In one remarkable case, Handskin processed a massive 140 terabytes, the most for a single case. Although Handskin can function on a standalone computer, it primarily operates cloud-based in the Netherlands. Whenever the police seize devices containing vast amounts of data, a duplicate is uploaded to Handskin. Van Eyck notes that the speed of reading data from a hard disk is slower than the network upload speed, so uploading large volumes of data isn't usually the bottleneck. In the Netherlands, more than a petabyte of data from all the cases Handskin has worked on is encrypted and stored on government data servers, accessible online to multiple forensic investigators if needed. There are also concerns over Handskin being a potential goldmine for police data and the possible lack of accountability in such processes. For instance, law enforcement in the Netherlands now has access to private messages of thousands of Entacom subscribers. Of course, there are legal restrictions on police conducting fishing expeditions, at least in criminal cases. Similarly, intelligence agencies collect vast amounts of data. A new law in the Netherlands significantly expands their ability to gather internet data, but the public is unaware of how they pinpoint suspects. We can only hope that their methods are more sophisticated than simple keyword searches on social media platforms, which could lead to even innocent individuals being placed on a secret watch list. For similar content, don't forget to check out the other videos appearing on your screen.